How to cook cheap meals that taste gourmet. What if I told you that this entire day of stunning restaurant-quality food, this incredible brunch, this sophisticated lunch, and this gorgeous dinner all started right here? There's this myth that eating well has to cost a fortune, that to get those truly gourmet flavors, you need a bunch of expensive, fancy ingredients. But the truth is, the real secrets to luxury dining are probably already hiding in your pantry. The problem isn't your wallet, it's your technique. Today we're going to completely blow that myth out of the water. I'm going to show you how to turn the cheapest, most basic staples into 3 incredible meals that look and taste like they came from a high-end restaurant. So forget everything you think you know about budget cooking. This is where simple ingredients get a serious upgrade. 1. Before we jump into the cooking, let's talk about the mindset. The key to making cheap food taste expensive isn't about running out to buy truffle oil or saffron. It's all about 2 things: layering flavors and using the right techniques. Your pantry is a treasure chest. Things like canned beans, lentils, pasta, rice, and canned tuna are your blank canvases. Your spice rack, some onions and garlic. That's your paint. The magic happens when you use a few simple, pro-level techniques. And I promise, we're not talking about anything complicated. We're talking about roasting vegetables until they get sweet and caramelized, searing proteins to create that delicious crust, or whipping up a quick pan sauce with just a couple of ingredients. These little details build so much flavor and texture that they trick your taste buds into thinking you're eating something way more luxurious than you actually are. So let's put this idea to the test. First up is breakfast. We're turning a simple can of black beans into a brunch dish you'd easily pay $15 for. 2. Forget that boring bowl of cereal. We are making elevated black bean tostadas. This is the kind of thing you'd see on the menu at a trendy brunch spot with a line out the door. It's colorful, it's packed with protein, and it is just so satisfying. The ingredients are almost laughably cheap. You just need a can of black beans, a couple of corn tortillas, 2 eggs, half an onion, a garlic clove, and a little cheese if you have it. The first step to making any ingredient taste amazing is to build flavor into it, not just heat it up. So we're not just going to spoon sad cold beans from a can. Finely chop your half onion and garlic. Get a pan on medium heat with a little oil. Sauté the onion for a few minutes until it softens up. Then toss in the garlic and cook for another 30 seconds until you can smell it. That's your aromatic base. It's a non-negotiable step for getting deep flavor. Now, drain and rinse your black beans and add them to the pan. Hit them with a pinch of salt, pepper, and if you have it, some cumin or chili powder. Let that all hang out and cook together for a few minutes. Then take a fork or a potato masher and just smash about half of the beans. You don't want a perfect puree, you want a chunky mix of whole and creamy mashed up beans. This creates an incredible texture that feels really rich and substantial. Set that aside. Next up, the tostada. You could buy them pre-made, but it's so much better to make your own. Just take a plain corn tortilla and fry it in a little bit of oil for about a minute on each side until it's golden and crispy. You'll hear it sizzle and pop. That's the sound of a perfect crunchy base. Let it drain on a paper towel. Finally, the egg, the crown jewel. A beautiful, perfectly cooked sunny-side-up egg with a runny yolk is pure luxury. Cook it however you love it, fried, poached, or scrambled. I'm a big fan of sunny side up because that liquid gold yolk becomes the sauce for the entire dish. All right, let's assemble this thing and make it gorgeous. Take your crispy tostada. Spoon on a generous layer of those amazing beans. Gently slide your perfect egg right on top. Got some cheese? Crumble it over. A little cilantro? Chop it up and sprinkle it on. Dash of hot sauce. Drizzle it like you're an artist. Look at that. It's a masterpiece. You just turned a can of beans into a 5-star breakfast. 3. All right, lunchtime. We're going to tackle one of the most common pantry items out there, canned tuna. People usually think of tuna as sad desk lunches, but we're turning it into something elegant. Mediterranean tuna cakes with a zesty lemon dill aioli. They're crispy on the outside, tender on the inside, and just bursting with fresh flavor. You'll need 1 can of tuna, drained really well. Seriously, the drier the tuna, the better your cakes will hold together. You'll also need about 1/3 of a cup of breadcrumbs, 1 egg, the zest and juice of a lemon, and some fresh dill if you can get it, though dried works just fine in a pinch. In a bowl, flake that tuna apart with a fork. Add the breadcrumbs, the beaten egg, the lemon zest, and the chopped dill. Season it with salt and pepper. Now get your hands in there and mix it all together until it's just combined. Try not to overmix or it can get tough. Form the mixture into small patties, about 2 inches wide. Time to cook them. Get a skillet on medium-high heat with a good splash of olive oil. Once the oil is shimmering, carefully place the tuna cakes in the pan. Let them cook for about 3 to 4 minutes per side until they're deeply golden brown and super crispy. That beautiful sear is what gives it that gourmet texture. While those are cooking, let's whip up the aioli. It sounds super fancy, but it's the easiest sauce on the planet and it makes everything better. In a small bowl, just mix a few tablespoons of mayonnaise, a squeeze of fresh lemon juice, some more chopped dill, and a finely minced garlic clove. That's it. You just made a gourmet sauce. To serve it, remember the presentation rule. Don't just plop them on a plate. Make a simple bed of mixed greens. Arrange 2 or 3 of those beautiful tuna cakes on top. And then, for the final touch, a dollop of that bright, creamy lemon dill aioli right on top, or maybe on the side. This is not just canned tuna anymore. This is a light, elegant lunch that feels truly special. For it's dinner time, and we're making something that's pure comfort and total elegance. A creamy white bean and roasted vegetable pasta. And the secret to the incredibly luxurious creamy sauce. It isn't cream, it isn't a mountain of cheese, it's another humble can of beans. For this, you'll need a can of cannellini beans, your favorite pasta, and whatever veggies you have that roast well. Broccoli, bell peppers, zucchini, cherry tomatoes, they all work great. You'll also need some garlic, olive oil, and a lemon. First, the veggies. Roasting is like a magic trick for vegetables. It coaxes out a natural sweetness you just can't get any other way. Chop your vegetables into bite-sized pieces, toss them on a baking sheet with a generous drizzle of olive oil, salt, and pepper, and roast them at 400° Fahrenheit or 200° C for about 20 to 25 minutes. You want them tender with some nice caramelized brown edges. While the veggies are roasting, get your pasta water boiling and cook your pasta. Now for that magic sauce. Drain and rinse your can of white beans. Put half of those beans into a blender. Add a big clove of garlic, a good splash of olive oil, the juice of half a lemon, and a bit of that starchy pasta water. Blend it until it's completely smooth and creamy. You will not believe how velvety this gets. It's a plant-based, cheap and healthy cream sauce. Once your pasta is cooked, drain it, but make sure to save about a cup of that starchy cooking water. Put the pasta back in the pot. Pour in your creamy bean sauce, add the rest of the whole beans, and toss it all together. If it seems too thick, just add a little more pasta water to get it to that perfect, luscious consistency. Finally, gently fold in your gorgeous roasted vegetables. To serve, spoon it into a bowl. Presentation, remember? Drizzle a little extra olive oil on top, maybe a sprinkle of red pepper flakes for a kick, or some fresh parsley if you have it. You just made a pasta dish that's as satisfying as anything you'd get in an Italian restaurant, and the hero was a simple can of beans. 5, so there you have it. 3 meals, all from pantry staples, and all of them tasting totally gourmet. As you saw, it all comes down to a few simple ideas. First, it's all about layering flavor. We didn't just heat things up. We started with an aromatic base of onion and garlic. We added acidity from lemon juice to make things pop. We used herbs for freshness. Each of these layers adds a new dimension and makes the final dish taste complex and interesting. Second, focus on technique, not treasure. We didn't use expensive ingredients, we used expensive tasting techniques. We roasted vegetables to make them sweet. We pan-seared those tuna cakes to make them crispy. We made a creamy sauce out of beans. These methods don't cost a thing, but they add so much flavor. And third, remember that presentation is huge. We served on nice plates, we used garnishes, we drizzled sauce artfully. You really do eat with your eyes first, and taking an extra 30 seconds to plate your food with care can make a $2 meal feel like a $20 experience. All right, we've made 3 meals, and we've made canned beans and tuna look like $1,000,000. I'm curious, what's your go-to pantry staple that you think is impossible to make fancy? Let me know in the comments below. I honestly love a good challenge. And if you're enjoying these budget gourmet secrets, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It really helps tell YouTube you want more videos like this, and you won't miss out on what's coming next. If you take away one thing from this video, let it be this. You have the power to eat amazing food right now, no matter your budget. Your kitchen is a place of transformation. That can of beans isn't just beans. It's a creamy pasta sauce or an incredible brunch tostada. That can of tuna isn't just tuna. It's an elegant fish cake. You don't need to spend more money to eat better. You just need to learn how to use what's already sitting on your shelves. If you enjoyed this and you're feeling inspired to look at your pantry a little differently, please give this video a thumbs up. It makes a huge difference for the channel. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss another budget gourmet secret. Try one of these recipes this week and tag me on social media. I would absolutely love to see what you create. Next week, we're going even deeper into flavor. I'll show you how to make 3 super versatile gourmet sauces using only 5 pantry ingredients each. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for cooking with me.